Good evening and welcome. I'm Ian Appelis. Welcome to Friday Night Live, episode 9 Q&A. Now, before we get going, there's a few links in the description below. Check out those links below and share, like and subscribe. Give me the thumbs up, okay? Because this is going to be an hour show. So we're going to go on here for an hour live and connect with each other. I want to connect with you and answer your questions. You can ask me questions and help each other out answering everyone's questions as well. So we're going to get this happening now. So without further ado, I want to just get this across to Facebook there. So bear with me. And then we'll get on with the show. So here we go. Get that open for public. Don't want to go and share something that's on private, otherwise no one's going to see it, are they? There we go. Let's see if that's going to work. And yeah, like I said, check out the links in the description below. And there's quite a few there before we get going. There's one for my blooper channel. But do keep in mind the bloopers do contain coarse language, mild coarse language, of course, nothing really vulgar. There's also my art group page link, my Facebook page. You can follow me on Facebook. You can message me direct if you want to ask me some questions there. There's a Patreon platform if you want to support my content. Later on, I want to acknowledge and thank the patrons that came on board from last show to now. They've supported my content, and it's very much appreciated there. All my tutorial paintings are for sale, so you can always message me on Facebook as well and ask how to purchase one of those, because there is a link for my art that is for sale, and you can look on there and see what you would like to buy and message me on Facebook and ask about purchasing it. And there's also my video catalogue on YouTube. There's a link that'll take you right there. There's over 220 video tutorials I have there. So many different variety of subjects as well, some for the very early beginners, middle and advanced beginners as well. Okay, so let's get on with this show. I've been talking now. Now let's hope we've got some sound. Okay, now let me get on with acknowledging people here. So we've got Noah. Hello, Noah. We've got Tammy Sharp. G'day, Tammy Sharp. How are you going, sweetheart? Hi, Ian. G'day, everyone, says Angela Young. G'day, Angela Young from Queensland. How you going over there, Angela? Good to have you on board here with me. Judy Hawthorne. Hello, Judy Hawthorne. Karen Porridge. Hello, Karen Porridge. Tammy Sharp saying I look dapper. But you know what, Tammy Sharp? You look even more dapper than me, all right? Okay, Crackerbox. G'day, everybody. Winter Walk. Hello, Ian. Okay, we've got Kim Prickerwill. Hello, Kim. She's saying hello to everybody there. Good evening, Ian, says Mark Babbitt. Everybody who's on my art group page, Mark Babbitt is one of my administrators there. He helps me out on there, and show him a bit of appreciation. You already are, but I just want to bring it to your attention that he is my administrator there, and he's helping me out because my workload with what I have going on in my life and social media is quite daunting enough, and he's willing enough to help me out. So hats off to Mark Babbitt, and give him a pat on the back for me as well. Okay, so thank you very much, Mark, for that. Yes, some people have bought some art. Tammy Sharp's bought some by memory. There's been a few people that's bought art, but I'd like a lot more people to buy my art and support my content as well, Tammy, all right? Crackerbox, g'day. Tammy Sharp, click, click. Yes, everybody take a moment. What have we got here? We've got we'll wait till we get a few more people on board. There's only 22 at the moment. Hello from Hollywood, says Melissa, Angela Young. Bruce Anderson just watched my 212 Ian video. Thank you very much, Bruce. You're a champion. Debbie, you look so nice. This is my first time in Q&A. Well, who said that? Debbie Colfer. I'm trying to come out every week, this time every week, Friday night, New York time. At the moment, it's Saturday morning in Australia, but obviously most of my followers in New York and America and that side of the globe, so I try and cater for their timeline, okay? And there's also something later on I want to get across about the timelines as well. Tammy Sharp's giving you a clap there, Mark. She appreciates your help. So do I. Hello, everyone, says Janice Burns. Thank you, Ian, for the shout out and your appreciation. You're welcome, Mark. Hoswina, hello from Holland. G'day, Hoswina. For those of you, I was mucking around with dual screen live with somebody with a guest, and so I always sat in on Hoswina. She'll go live painting, and I'd view her, or there'll be someone else viewing her, and there's a way you can do dual screening, and we were able to muck around with that. We had a few sound issues, but we had a bit of fun and a laugh and a cigarette at the same time, and were able to speak to each other. It was quite fun, but that's something I want to get into as well, collaborating with some other people as well, once we iron out the bugs. Yeah, and Haswina Patathis is from Holland. Okay. It's good that you're all communicating with everybody there as well, helping each other out and acknowledging everybody else. You're not just acknowledging me. I love it when we're all on the skating ring, all amongst each other there, moving around. It's fantastic. Gail, hello from Canada. Hello, Gail. Dorothy, hello from Alberta, Canada. Ashley Rice, sup. Sup, Ashley. Tammy Sharp saying fun. Me too, Gail. Okay, now I want to get on to a few things. Did you figure out what the noise was, says Janice Burns? Yes, I did. There's my old iPhone. It's an old one, and I had to buy a new one because what was happening was over time with devices, you have to update them, and as they get older, sometimes you can update them and turn them into a brick, and hence why you need to keep buying new hardware. The microphone crapped itself, in a polite way to say it. So when I went live, the microphone just wouldn't work anymore. It was just static, all that bustling noise. So when I bought a new device, perfect. That's why I came home and I quickly tested it with Hoswina again, and it worked pretty well, all right. So that's what the noise was. Hello, Dorothy, says Cracker Box. Hello, Cracker Box, says Gail. It's great that you're all talking to each other. I just figured out why I hear an echo. Yeah, you probably might have figured that out, Hoswina. Angela Lung, hey Janice, good stuff. Everyone's talking to each other. Okay, so thank you everyone for your support. My YouTube channel is creeping up to 65,000 subscribers, which is fantastic. Now, between last show and this show, last Friday and this Friday, I've had 4 patrons pop on board my patrons platform and supporting my content, so I want to acknowledge those people. Tammy Biddle, she jumped on board. Dick Dennis jumped on board. Mary, I've only got your first name, Mary. You only come across as Mary, so I don't have a last name there for you, sorry. And Karen Zinski. So I want to thank those people supporting my content on my Patreon platform, Tammy, Dick, Mary, and Karen. Thank you very much for that. Don't forget, this is all about questions as well. If you have a question to ask me, ask away, and we'll get things going there. With my art group, everybody knows about my art group now. And if you haven't, there's a link in the description below. And somewhere along here, Mark Babbitt might put the link to my art group there, Mark. So as people can click on it if they haven't already become a member or asked to become a member. And there's only 3 don'ts in that group, and they are simply no religious content, no what was the other one? I've even written it down here somewhere, I think. Oh yeah, no politics, no religion, and it is not a marketing platform to promote and sell products. Okay, that's all it is. The rest you can put your YouTube channels, your videos, your photos of your artwork, photos of yourself, photos of your family or your pets, or just what you're up to today. It's an art group, but you can creep in a little bit of stuff that you want your friends that you're creating with on there to see what else you're up to as well, okay? Because everyone's becoming great friends with everybody there, and it's fantastic. Thank you, Mark. Mark's just shown the group page there. I'll just allow that link to be shown. Loving these Q&As, says Cracker Box. Good on you, Cracker Box. We all love you too. What a great name, Cracker Box. Anyway, also on the art group page, I just want to bring it to the attention of those who aren't already aware of it, to credit somebody if you're using their picture or from a video or something like that. It's just a decent thing to do to credit you to where you use the tutorial from or a reference picture. There are people on there such as Bruce Anderson. He's taken wonderful photos and he's clearly telling everybody it's very welcome and okay and fine to use his photos in your art as a reference or whatever, okay? But even if you do use it, even though he said it's fine, do using it, out of courtesy, and if you've done a painting for, let's say, one of Bruce's photos, just say, here's a lovely painting I did, inspired by Bruce Anderson's photo, rah, rah, rah. It's a fantastic way to get everybody out there and acknowledged and thank everybody and be a polite person, because art creates wonderful people, you know that. Like I've said before in other shows, it's a great way to deal with your depression or stress. It puts you in a happy zone and it gives you a healthy mind as well, okay? Also, between last show and this show, I've sold one painting, and that was to... Now, there's two ways you can say her name, Deborah or Deborah Lalonde, which is AKA Dee Dee, all right? She bought one of my paintings, so thank you very much, Dee Dee, for your supporting of my content there, purchasing my art. Very much appreciated, okay? And I get a bit of a thrill when someone buys my paintings because it's just a great way to give something out there to you. I love wrapping it up and printing out the stamp, the labels and everything, and taping it up and putting it all in there together for you and sending it out to you, okay? So thank you very much. Mark Babbitt, here's the group page again, so I'll just show the group page again. I haven't read many comments there. I've been busy gas bagging, so let's get over here. Tammy Sharp says 65,000. You are the man. You are the woman to understand that I am the man, Tammy. Absolutely. But it's not 65,000 yet. We're getting there. I think it's just under 64, a tidbit under 64,000. All right. Judy Hunt, I love your art. Everyone is encouraging and supportive. Great stuff. That's what I love to see about that group. Don't forget to give Ian the thumbs up. Yeah. Oh, we've got 39 people there. So let's take that moment now just to stop. Stop listening to me. Stop talking. Stop sipping your coffee. Stop having your fag. Whatever you're doing, go down there and hit the thumbs up. Is that the right side? Or is that, I keep forgetting everything's back to front. Hit the thumbs up right now. Everybody, give it the thumbs up while you're watching this. And also share it onto your social network platform as well. And if you're watching the rerun here, you can always write a comment below what you think of my show, what you would like me to bring up in up-and-coming shows and things like that. Anything, ask anything you want. Think, you know, do you like my tie and suit, or should I wear tracksuits, or should I wear muscle shirts, or should we do this, should we do that? I don't know. Just have some fun with it. Comment below, okay? Angela Lala, hello everybody, says Angela Lala, Art Studio. Thank you very much, Angela, for jumping on board there. Angela Young, I'm hopping to, before come Christmas, to buy one. Oh, I'm hoping. As everyone knows, my spelling is not the best. My reading is not the best. To buy one of your paintings. Low on cash, buying paint and canvases. Excuse me. Okay, first thing I do, crack a box. Angela Lala, like, thank you very much, Angela. Marilyn Smith, Tammy Sharp says, great. Marilyn Smith says, I had your painting framed, matted, and under glass. Guess that was wrong thing to do. Nothing is the wrong thing to do with your art if you're happy with it. It's that easy. But in general, a painting does not belong under glass unless it's a water print or a photo. And then the glass that you put over your painting, in Australia we call it obscured glass. So it's not clear float. We call it float over here. If it's on your wall in the house and there's a light above, it's not going to give a direct glare of the light. It's obscured. So you can look for 2 mil obscured glass if you have to put something under glass. But in general, a painting, an acrylic painting or an oil painting, especially oil paintings, you do not want to put under glass, because over time the glass and the painting can stick together. And with your paintings, as you are beginners or advanced beginners, you've got paintings piling up in your home there. Stack them in a way where they're not going to stick together. I've had that problem in the past and I've learned from it. You don't have to varnish them until you know they're ready to hang, or they're ready to be put in a gallery, or they're sold. Give it some varnish. That way, when it is on your wall, you're dusting your furniture and everything, you give the painting a bit of a dusting as well, so dust doesn't build up within the highs and lows of the canvas, okay? Okay, we can buy them while Guru... Janice Burns, when can we buy the white Guru coat? I've got to find time to get out and get them yet, so that's going to happen, but I don't know yet. Sorry about that, Janice, but it will happen. Maryland Smith is, I had your painting in a frame. Oh, sorry, I've read that one. Mark Babbitt, smash the like button. If you haven't already subscribed to Ian's channel, please do so. Let's give Ian 100,000 subscribers. Don't be afraid to share so others can subscribe to him as well. Thank you very much, Mark. Temmie Sharp, mine are going in our Florida, and you've got a smiley face there. Bruce Anderson, a question we asked on Facebook is, horsehair better than synthetic? Also, is she getting sprayed bristles with her blender? Or why is she getting splayed bristles with your blender? With blending brushes, they can be cheap ones, they can be expensive ones. It's sometimes they'll shed bristles, sometimes they won't. It's also if you're going a bit too heavy and hard with them. Okay, everybody blends differently. I mean, my blending, if you're side by side with me, the way it looks on video is different in person. That's why I try to say, you know, I'm going up and down and little movements. I have seen people just using the corner of the brush and blending like that, but it's a matter of getting the whole thing and manipulating and twisting and making things happen. So I'm not that fussed whether it's horsehair, synthetic hair, hog bristle, whatever. These ones from the hardware store that I use for blending, I'm pretty sure they're just that plastic synthetic stuff. But you need to go in and feel a brush, how do you want it to work for you before you buy it, and then go and buy some and practice, okay? Debbie Colfer is saying, I was watching one of your videos recently and you were using a wide brush for blending. Are those brushes artist brushes or just regular brushes from the Home Depot? They're just regular brushes from the Home Hardware Depot store where you buy your house paint from. Generally, I use a 2-inch. Excuse me. You can get 1.5 inch, 1 inches if you want a smaller area to blend. I use them for the way I blend with the retarder and soft flowing white paint. Okay, there. Hardware store, says Janice Burns. Smoked glass, says Temmie Sharp. I don't know if you're referring, Temmie, to obscured glass. Obscured glass is a proper glass you put in prints and frames to put on your wall. Over here in Australia, we call it obscured. Whether you call it smoked glass over there, I don't know. But when your picture is right against it, you can see the picture. But if you pull something away from it, it gets obscured. Do you pre-gesso your canvas boards, Ian? No, I don't, says Karen Porridge. It's a good question. Because I had my own way of blending, my own style, whether my canvas panel, my canvas, stretch canvas, whatever is gessoed or not, what I do is I'm grabbing the flowing craft paint with the retarder and I prep it with that, ready to put my sky colours, blend them, my clouds, my horizon colour, polluted area, and I can blend all that the way I blend it. That's what I do, okay? Okay, where are we? Hello, everyone, says Giselle P. Hello, Giselle. Temmie Sharp. Home, get a coffee. Yes, everyone got their coffee. We all got our cup. How long have we been going for? 19 minutes. How time flies when you're having fun, eh? Gail Gullen. We call the glass non-glare. Yeah, see, different areas, different countries will probably have, but you know what I mean. 2 mil is just the thin stuff. That's all you need in front of a picture, so it's not going to be heavy on your frame. Okay. So Bev is saying, just got back to the hotel. Sorry I missed your message. I'm just scrolling down for some more messages there. Crackerbox. How did you like painting on that MDF board? Oh, the MDF board. I haven't. I've only done. I think I've only done one or two. It was okay, but I'm still looking into that. Different surfaces require different actions, movements, and methods. But the canvas cloth is the perfect surface for any beginner to watch any tutorials out there on YouTube and watch what they do and practice on a canvas. You will get the even canvas paper, okay? The MDF board would be perfect for oils. I'm not getting into water-soluble oils, but I have got some, and I want to do some paintings just in my own time when I find the time, just to have a beautiful, larger size painting, more depth, detail, and all those ambience about it, so I can sell for a beautiful, wickedly high $1 million price, so to speak. You know what I mean? No, I mean oil. So I've just had more. Crackerbox. How did you? I read that one. Hi, Ange says, Gisela. Any more questions there? Feel free to ask. It's non-glare glass, says Tammy. Maryland Smith. With the matting paint should be touching the glass. I'm thinking. Oh, sorry. With the matting, the paint should not be touching the glass. Well, no, it shouldn't. If it does, it's probably over time going to stick there. My canvas boards curl. Canvas boards can curl because you're putting a medium on it. It's a damp. Let's just say your canvas board is dry. You're putting a wet thing on one side of it, and with wood or anything like that, they're gonna. Let's show you one here. So that's let's just say that's an MDF board. It's a canvas board. It's a canvas panel. You're wetting one side, it's going to bow. Okay. If you wet the other side, it'll straighten it out. But obviously you don't paint both sides of a canvas panel. That is something that happens. But sometimes I've manipulated mine, and once you put them into a frame and staple them in, it'll hold them. You know, they're only like a couple of mil thin. They're not that thick, so it'll hold them together there, whoever asked that question. I forgot. I think it was, yeah. My cam boards, I was Angela Young. Sorry, Angela. There's a lot of questions here, so sometimes it's hard to follow back where I dropped off. Barry is saying MDF seems to be more absorbed and dries quicker. Yes, I did find that out. Good, thanks for bringing that to my attention there, Barry. I did notice that the even though I've got it primed with gesso a few times and then I've prepped it the way I normally prep it, it does soak in the moisture of the paint a lot quicker, so you have to work differently. So that's why I'm always saying with people, if you're new, or even like myself, I still need to practice procedures, practice subjects, practice. It does help. You can be painting for 6 months or 6 years and have the same quality paintings because the guy that's been painting for 6 months has practiced a lot more than the guy who's done it for 6 years. And they can look, you'd think they were painting the same time, but it's the amount of practice you put into things as well. Debbie, I apologise for something I said shown. I'm fairly new to the video. Do you use any type of projector projecting an image on your canvas to trace or draw? You can do that. I don't have a projector. I've never done it, but people can, and I do know there are people, you can project it onto your canvas and paint away over the top of it, okay? I seal both sides of my MDF board. With my MDF boards, back to there, I have gessoed both sides of it. I've painted the surface and I've sealed the back and front, okay? With my canvas panels that I make, these are like foamolite. It's probably hard to see. It's 2 bits of paper inside foam, okay? And then I've gone and properly glued the canvas cloth on top of that surface there, okay? And that I can cut them any size I want, and that makes my perfect canvas panel for my tutorials. All right, here we go. I forgot to stand up last show, but I've just got my tracky dacks and my Crocs on today. It's a bit cold here in Perth at the moment. Summer, autumn, we're in autumn, ready to come to spring here, so it's not quite as hot. It's getting a bit, excuse me, chilly here. Okay, thank you, Ian, says Angela Young. I was painting on a popular wood there with Jess. I was painting on popular wood and prepared with gesso. Okay. Mark Babbitt is answering Andrew's question, I think. Paint a cross and paint an X on the back of your canvas to prevent curling. There you go. Thank you, Mark. I will do that. Gale, seal with GAC from gold on both sides. Yeah, if you are painting on a wood panel, it's just wood itself. Do both sides, okay? Because wood, if you're only sealing one side and the other side's raw, any dampness or anything or air condensation, moisture, it creates that to curl and warp. Tammy Sharp, hate to say it, gotta go to bed. Been preparing for my knee surgery. I'll call you soon, says Tammy Sharp. Okay, you take care, Tammy, and good luck on your knee surgery there. Crackerbox, oh my God, I have the same Crocs. Yeah, these are just, these aren't black, they're grey. That's because they're grey and they're not black, all right? And you know what? They bloody match me suit too. Imagine wearing your suit, tracky dacks and your Crocs out, for dinner. Okay, 86 in my neighbourhood today, says Janice Burns. Bruce Anderson, chilly. Too funny, it gets 40 here in winter. Pedro. To the Brazilians who are watching you. Okay, getting cyber kisses and cyber hugs from the guru, Ian Atlas, all right? There you go. Everyone from Brazil wanted some cyber hugs and kisses, so I hope that was great. Brian Durant. Sup, dude? How you be tonight? Sup, dude? How you be tonight? Oh, not too bad, Brian, or Ian? I like finding people's names with my name in it. A lot of people have my name in it, like Lillian, Brian, Gillian, Adriana. There's a lot of people with my name in it. Janice Burns, Mark, why I moved to Florida? That's why I moved to Florida. Lol, Ian says Gail. Northern California here, says Angela. It's 80F. We got degrees here, so you've got a weird way of measuring your temperatures. Very weird way. But I suppose we have a weird way to you, don't we? Okay. Okay, Bev is saying, so do I need to redo the video? Not sure, I was missing because I did say whack a frame on it. Oh, yes, Beverly. You did say that you forgot the waiver. You need to say a waiver. Remember last week? I'll address this issue now. Thanks for bringing that up, Bev. Got people to send in video, whack a frame on it. I can incorporate it into my YouTube channel, into my YouTube videos, sorry. People have been sending them in. But I do need you to say the waiver. So it's two parts. You say your name. Let's just say I'm Ian Harris from Australia. I give Ian permission to use my image in his video on YouTube. Okay. Then you can keep the camera rolling or stop and make another file. Then you can say, hello, I'm Ian Harris from Australia. I'm in the office at the moment, a bit snowed under with work, but you know what? I want to tell Ian it's now time to whack a frame on it. You did say whack a frame on it, Bev, but you just forgot the waiver part, okay? So for anyone else out there, you need to say that other. If I can't get that from you, I cannot put it onto my YouTube video. Okay. Here's a link to Mark Babbitt's put a link up there. So let's get rid of. All right, I just got to. Where are we? Boom, 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 boom. Just got to get rid of somebody there. And we'll get rid of this one. Bear with me a minute. Put music. Bang. I'm just getting rid of an idiots. Every time you go live, I've noticed, I don't even need to tell you this, but yeah, you get vulgar people just saying vulgar stuff. There must be something in there that... Okay, Marcia, I really like watching you paint. They really make me feel like painting. Thank you, Ian. Thank you very much. That's good to know. I enjoy painting them when I get the time out there. And it's nice to know the feedback I get from you that you enjoy watching it and you're learning from it as well. We all got our cuppa going there. There. Okay, we do it. Unless I get another video giving permission, eh? Okay. Yeah, just make sure you put the waiver in it. I sent you the waiver section and then the other bit. Just read it and read it. Because if you want to be in the video, they're going to be there for quite a long time. So you need to get it right. And I do need the waiver, okay? More questions out there. Now, with my art that's for sale, do remember, message me on Facebook if you want to buy one of my YouTube tutorials. And then all payments through my paintings are done through PayPal. So if you don't have a PayPal account, you can always use a friend or family members there. And that's how they're purchased. And the price includes postage to your address, your actual house, your door, your front doorstep, okay? I don't give... At the moment, there's $69 US, but that's always changing due to shipping fees, postage and handling. That they weigh it, and those prices are always changing, and different areas are different prices as well. So, but at the moment, there's $69 US if you want to purchase one of my paintings. And in the links below, there's the art that is for sale. Have a look in there, and you can see what you might like to buy of mine, and message me in Facebook and tell me you'd like to purchase it. And the good thing about them is you can look on the back and see what tutorial it was, and you can go and watch it being painted, and that's a good thing about them. Okay, I think you should wear your artist coat, says Pamela. Any advice on transitioning from using reference art to getting to original art? Any advice? Can anyone give Melissa advice on you going from reference art to original art? With original art, you're going to have to wreck your head and have a few. You'll have a few artist block moments, like I get, and trying to come up with original ideas. That probably takes a lot longer, but once you do, you can work on that. There's nothing wrong with painting from reference. You can use 3 different reference pictures. I do this quite a lot, and use a bit from each and mix it up a bit. Or I might have a part of my own design and a bit of an idea from a reference and marry those together. Okay, that's just something that I do. I found that difficult, says Crackerbox. She found it difficult. I think a lot of us, you're giving yourself a lot of unnecessary headaches there. You just go with the flow, paint what makes you happy, and if you're happy with that finished product, that's all that matters, okay? It's not a contest, so don't worry what other people, if they're going to start ragging your work or saying, oh, you could have done this or you could have done that. You know, that's... Don't let that get to you. You do your art because you enjoy it, okay? We're going for 34 minutes. Okay. Bruce Anderson, Melissa, get out of your head. Drawing is a notebook. Give you an idea. Drawings in a note. Get out of your head. Oh, hang on. Get out of your head. Drawings into a notebook. Oh, I think that's what he's saying here. Sometimes you might have a drawing in your head. Have a notebook. Scribble something down in that, and then you can use that. There's people that do that. They have notebooks and scrapbooks, and I've even done it. I've had an idea, and I've got an idea, and I've laid it down on a pad here, and I've taken that into my art studio and go, okay, I'm going to paint that today, so I know what my layout is, okay? Crackerbox. He just does now, but I think it's venturing that way. Reference what I work from, says Gail. It gives me a jump off point and then put away and go for it. Haswina, I'm going to sleep, 3 a.m. here. Good night, Haswina. Cyber kisses and hugs for you. Good night, my good friend. Someone was asking in the live shows, can I wear my coat, my white lab coat? Well, that's pretty much... I want the live shows. I'm sitting at a desk. I like to be all dolled up for you people and looking quite dapper, okay? So I'm going to be wearing my suit. And the lab coat's for out in the studio there. But you never know what will happen ahead. If I feel like wearing it, I might. But at the moment, the live shows are just for me. Give me an opportunity to dress up for you people out there, okay? Good night, Haswina, says Janice Burns. Everyone's saying good night to Haswina. What is the most important thing, says Gisela, to do if you want to paint from a picture? Study it. Look at that picture. If you found a picture, look at it and think, you know what, I've done this a lot and it works for me. I don't know how far you are in your painting journey, but I've looked at it and I'm working out, I'm studying it, what I'll do first, second, third, whether I'll use those colours or tone them lighter or darker. You're cramming and studying for an exam before you do the exam. You can do the same from looking at a reference picture before you paint it, okay? Study it, examine it, and work out what you do. And if there's some parts, you can go and practice them on something else, and then you're ready to put it onto a canvas. A lot of beginners do make the mistake of buying paints, whether they have or have not looked at tutorials, and they go right and they just want to get straight into it and start painting. That's all fine and fun, but then you start pulling your hair out going, my God, it looks like snot. It doesn't look like his. It doesn't look like hers. That's why you need to study and practice, like I said, with an exam, so you know what you're going to do. You need to know what you're going to paint and how you're going to paint it, and then you know when you start painting on the canvas and you're beginning to paint, you know where you're going. It's very horrible and upsetting, not upsetting, but nerve-wracking not knowing what you're going to paint. You look good. I like the suit, says Gail. Thank you very much. You look great, says Pam. Thank you very much, Pam. Angela Lather, keep the suit there. Yes, I do. I don't mind listening to, like, I get a lot of comments on my YouTube channel. It's wonderful that there's only like probably 3% that could be hate, but the rest is 97% beautiful, positive stuff for me to keep going, okay? But when I do get the hate stuff or negative stuff, I don't let it bother me. So thank you for your support there. And I like to, if I have an idea, I like to stick with my way, and hopefully that's why you follow me and you will keep on following me. I'm not just going to listen to you, then go that way, then listen to you and go that way. I've got my own ways and ideas, but I'm always here listening to your any ideas that you do have, because I like to adopt them if I feel they're great and they can work for me. Crackerbox says, I've sketched all the time when I have time, but find it a challenge to translate to a painting. Well, Crackerbox, you can that's something you can look into and start practicing in small steps. Let's just say you got a horse's head. Just do a part of that horse's head, like the eye or the nose, or the back rump of the horse, if it's the whole, and practice that from a picture to a painting, okay? Sometimes I've seen a picture that it's a nice painting, and I'm looking at it in a different way. I think, you know what, if that was just cut in half and bigger, it'll have a different pop, a different look. These are so many things you can look at into art there, how you can change them up just by painting a part of the picture. What are the best kinds of paints to use, says Fry, Frostfatest Fry. I'm using acrylic paints, and whether you use acrylic or oils, but I use acrylic paints, and the best type to use are artist quality. There's so many different brands out there in different countries, but use an artist quality if you want good results, and do a lot of practicing before you're using them, and use it on a good surface, a good quality canvas. Okay. Tabitha Williams. Ian, exactly, be yourself. That's why we like you. Thank you very much, Tabitha, for your support there. Thank you, Ian, for inspiring me. I have been learning a lot. I have many paintings from just being inspired by you, says Marcia Best. You are the best, Marcia. Thank you very much for that. I can see where you're coming from, so that helps me a lot, knowing what I'm doing is going to a good cause. I'm not just wasting my time with a cracker box. As a newbie, I started with dollar store paints. Yes, most of us do. They're good for practicing colours and stuff like that. Even I did. Even the greats probably did. But yeah, once you realise, hey, these better quality paints do better product. They do better results. I agree with Bruce, says Bev. Tabitha Williams saying hello. Okay, thanks, says Professess. It's a weird one to pronounce. Prophetess. Pat Stone. What do you think about pastels for beginners? Well, pastels are pastels. So if you're going to stick with pastels, you're going to begin with pastels. That's like acrylic artists as a beginner using acrylic paints. If you're going to stick with pastels, I don't know too much about pastels. There might be someone else here that might be able to answer that question for Pat Stone. She wants to know, what do you think of pastels for beginners? Hello, Dee Dee, says Mark Babbitt. Thank you, Cracker Box. Hi, Dee Dee. Gonzo. G'day, Gonzo. Hello, my friend. Hello. My name is Elaine, says Frostfus. Okay, so we can call you Elaine. Hello, Gonzo, says Mark Babbitt. Hello. Hey, Gonzo. Oh, let's just sit back and let the Gonzo show begin. No, it's all good. Love it, love it, love it. What else do I want to get across to here? People on my Facebook, if you're sending me a friend request, you're welcome to do that, but it does not get accepted if you do not state you met me on YouTube, because there's so many fake accounts out there, and I do not like accepting somebody and finding out it's a fake account. So be sure to message me and say, hey, I saw you on YouTube, I'd like to add you as a friend on Facebook, rah, 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 and bang, you will be accepted, okay? Let's once again thank Deborah Lalonde, aka Dee Dee. She purchased one of my paintings last week. Thank you very much, Dee Dee, for that. Some patrons that jumped on board. Check the links in the description below. There's one for my patrons page. That's where you support my content, and you can pledge a few dollars a month, and it comes to me, and it helps me out and is much appreciated. Last week's patrons that jumped on board were Tammy Brindle. Thank you, Tammy Brindle. Dick Dennis. Thank you, Dick Dennis. Mary. I've only got your first name, Mary. Thank you very much, Mary. And Karen Zinski. They jumped on board my Patreons page last week and helped supporting my content. So thank you very much to Tammy, Dick, Mary, and Karen. With my art group page, be sure to credit other artists and reference pictures. If you're posting a painting and you have a reference you got it from, okay, just to be polite to the person that owns that image. I do keto too. I recently found you on YouTube and love how you teach step-by-step instructions on how to paint. Thank you very much, Faye. I'm trying to give out there to beginners what I couldn't get when I was looking years ago on YouTube, how to paint myself, okay? Pat Stone. My sister Shirley is 80. Not me, but she loves you. That's okay. Everybody's able to love everybody, Pat Stone. Tell your sister she's more than welcome, and I love her too. Gonzo, what's Crackerbox? What's up, Crackerbox? Keto on. Gail, I'm off. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Thank you, Ian. Good night, Gail. Gail saying good night. Tried to pledge, but I couldn't work it out. Angela Young. Oh, you just have to try again, Angela. Try until you succeed. Alyssa. Hi, Ian. Alyssa from California. Hesperia, California. Hello, Alicia. Crackerbox saying, yup. Angela Lala. Take care, Gail. Bonzo. Ian, can we still submit videos to you? Yes, you can. The videos, let's crack. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. If you want to be in my YouTube tutorials telling me to whack a frame on it, send me your video. Message me first and let me know, and be prepared to take a short call from me on Messenger. That way I can explain things to you one-on-one a lot clearer. I can send you the details, what you need to do, and go through them with you over a call. It's a lot easier, okay, to understand what you need to do. I've got about 4, 5 or 6 people that have already got some in. They're ready to go on. So when you send your video, don't expect it to be up straight away. There's obviously people in front of you, and theirs has got to go on before yours gets on. So within time, they're going to be at the end of the video there telling me to whack a frame on it. And you also have your name credited at the beginning and then the end of the video as well. The first one that was up there was from Adriana Somberg. She did a wonderful job there. But I forgot to tell her at the time. So from that point onwards, I want people to hold their camera this way. There's your phone, video yourself that way. Just saying what you need to say. But message me on Facebook and I can show you what you need to say, okay? Just like painting and try again. Okay, shall do. Ian says Angela Lung. Oh, thank you, Angela Young. Thank you for sharing your paintings, your wisdom from Arizona is NY Jim. Thank you for your tutorial. You're very talented. Thank you very much, Alicia. Hello, Angela, says Tabitha Williams. Tabitha, that name Tabitha always reminds me of Bewitched. When I was young, I had a crush on Bewitched. Used to watch that show with eyes wide open. I will message you later. Thank you, says Gonzo. No problem, Gonzo. Angela Lung, I will get it one day. Don't call you first. Sorry. I didn't call you first. Sorry, Marilyn Lynch. No, you don't have to call me. I will call you about the... You just message me telling me you want to be in my YouTube video, which is fine. I'll send you the details, what you need to say, and I'll find out if you're busy or not, and then I will send you a call and explain to you how you can, the best way to go about it. And it's very easy, very easy. Alicia, how do you sell the print from your painting? Do you frame them? How do you sell the print from your painting? Alicia wants to know how you sell the print from your painting, or do you frame them? I sell my paintings as a panel. That's what you get in the mail, just a panel. And then you can go to an art or a framing shop and get them a frame made up and frame them yourself, okay? That's what I do. I don't sell them framed. There you go, Ange. That's right, Ange. I loved Bewitched, says Angela Young. My son is cooking bacon and eggs, and I'm just... Hey, Reese! Can you make your father a beautiful, lovely cup of coffee the way you always do?
Making you a coffee and a big breakfast.
Oh, beautiful. You are. You want to say hello to some people there? Well, you just pop your head in and say hello. Oh, there is a link to Reese's art page down there.
I just woke up, so I got a sleepy face.
Say hello. Promote your channel if you want.
Yeah, subscribe. And
yeah, well, there's a link to his channel there. He's been very, very busy with other things, so he hasn't been able to update it as often as he likes, but there is a link there, so support his channel there. What are you making? Are you bacon and eggs?
Big breakfast, like a big English breakfast with bacon, with chocolates, toast, egg.
Oh, man, you are.
Mushrooms, because you love mushrooms.
Oh, no, I don't like mushrooms. Don't give me the mushrooms. I tell you what, my eyes are watering. Every time I go live, my face gets itchy. My eyes water. I don't know why. What have we got here? Let's get back to this. What have we got? 50 minutes. We've got 10 minutes left, people. And make us one too, Reese says Angela. Tabitha William. That is where my name came from. Like the little girl, agree, because it's also in the Bible. My mum had no choice. Tabitha, good stuff. F1 Racing, says Bruce Williams. Yes, Reese has got himself the Formula One steering wheel, all this swanky gear for esports. He's got the proper Formula One chair. You sit down low, and I'll probably give you a look at it one time so you'll know just what he's up to. Get a window just to see what he's up to. Yeah, Reese, I've got 10 minutes left on here, so I'll be there ready then. Let Reese know when I can eat my bacon and eggs. Nice painting, Reese says Karen Porridge. Deanne. Oh, Deanne takes her eggs over crispy and easy. Hello, he's a cutie too. Yeah, both my sons are cute. I love both of my sons so much. As all parents, we love our children. Lol, Tabitha. Okay, here is one from Kirby Harris. I remember, Kirby, you messaged me during the week. I want to add small silhouettes of an aeroplane flying across the moon, like in your tutorials. Looking for your advice. Can someone there probably give her some advice? The best thing you can use is practice with small detail brushes and just get a picture of a plane or something and just use the outline of it and colour it in as a silhouette. But practice these procedures. That's what I can advise you on there, Kirby Harris. Gonzo, got to go for now, Ian. Had to tune in for a few minutes. Good night, Guru. Thank you very much, Gonzo. You take care. All the best to you, Cobber. Hope we see you next week on next week's show. And thank you for being a patron of mine. All the best. Bacon and eggs. Yes, it's Saturday morning here, so it's breakfast time. Good night, everybody, says Gonzo. Gonzo's gone to bed now. Okay. This one's gone cold.
This cup again?
That one's from Ohio. Someone sent me that from Ohio. That was Temi Sharp, actually. I got one from Yamaha, from the same sort. It was from... Where's that other place? Oregon. Bruce Anderson. I paint on clear plastic to get size over a moon. There you go. Bruce paints over plastic to get something over the moon, to get the size over the moon. You're making me hungry. Now I want bacon and eggs for dinner, says Alicia. That's another beautiful name. Alicia. I love that name too. Alicia Islas. My goodness, there's some wonderful names out there. Be sure to credit other... In my art group, if you're using a reference picture or you've done a tutorial from me or somebody else, just be sure to credit that person where you got your idea from, okay? It's a nice, wonderful, polite thing to do. You're making me hungry now. I read that one. And as everyone is already doing in my art group page, support each other. Don't be shy. Put in pics of yourself. Put in pictures of your art station, your art mess. I love looking at all that. The only do's and don'ts is no religion ranter, no politic ranter, and it is not a platform for marketing and selling products, okay? I'm the only person that gets to say I've sold a painting on there because it's my bloody channel, right? I sold a painting to Deborah Lalonde last week, Dee Dee, aka Dee Dee. Thank you very much for that. I do like to promote my paintings for sale when I do come live here and my patrons page. So do look in the links in the description below. We've got 5 minutes left, people, so I'll be wrapping it up in 5 minutes. There's over half a dozen links there, and you can look at what paintings are available. You can message me on Facebook. You can support me on my Patreon's page. You can look at my video content just to see what type of videos I have in my YouTube channel. There's one for my art group page. Send a request to join that group there if you like. There's a beautiful community there and we all help each other out. Mark Babbitt is helping me with the admin there. Hats off to Mark Babbitt for what he does for me there. And there's a link to my bloopers channel. They're few and far in between because I'm only filming on my own now. When I had other people on set with me, mistakes were happening and more bloopers were able to be made. Okay, so check those links out as well. And if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up. Do it now. If you've already done it, well, you can only do it once. I think if you try and do it again, you'll undo your thumb. You don't want to undo your thumb, do you? Okay, what have we got? Any more questions here? Unfortunately, I don't have time to paint this time. Too many chores. Okay, Crackerbox. Thank you, Ian. Love your hair too. Thank you, Deborah. Lovely hair. Thank you very much. Alicia, thank you for your advice. I'm selling my first painting and will make sure to credit you and Bob Ross. On the art channel, like I said, it's not a marketing platform where like other YouTubers can come in. But if you're a beginner and you've got such a thrill because you've done a painting and you've sold it, you are more than welcome to say, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm a beginner and someone bought one of my paintings it's made. You can put something like that on there. It's just not where you've got products and merchandise and putting it on there for sale and how much and links where to buy it. That's the part I don't want on there. But if you're a beginner and you've sold something, you're more than welcome to say, hey, look what I just sold and I'm so happy and it's inspired me to do more art, okay? Good night, Bruce, says Crackerbox. Bye, Mark, says Angela. Care, eggs and toast, please. Definitely. But I have time for the Q&A, says have such. All right, so we'll start wrapping this up. Okay, I've got my coffee and I'm ready to go out and have my bacon and eggs with my son. All right, where's the camera? Okay, so thank you for joining me. Join me again next week on Q&A Live with Ian Apples. Check the links in the description below. Share, like and subscribe to my channel, all right? I want to say goodbye, good luck and good on you. And it's Uru from the Guru.